Hi, my name is Skylar. I'm a student at Kutztown University and I'm taking part in the Pfizer vaccine trial. I had my first session this morning at 11:30 at the Amici Research Center in New Jersey. And I want to tell you a little bit about my experience at the center today, what the study entails, my impression afterwards, and how I feel overall about this and why I decided to do this. So I got there at 11:30. I had to call before I was allowed to go in for, COVID reasons. I go in and they take my temperature and then they take me to the back and they have to ask me some questions like, what medications are you on? Are you on any kind of birth control? Have you ever had an adverse reaction to a vaccine? What medical conditions do you have? And they do like an overall physical like you would get like when you go to your primary care physician. They also are required to do a pregnancy test if you're a female of childbearing age. Doesn't matter if you're a virgin or you don't have sex or anything like that. You have to have a mandatory pregnancy test. So doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if you're on birth control or not. Like, they have to give you a pregnancy test. Doesn't matter. They also give you a COVID antibody test as well as a full-on nose swab COVID test. Wow, that was very unpleasant, but it's not the first time I've had a COVID test. They're also, for some reason, not allowed to tell me the results of the COVID or antibody test, which I think is actually really strange. Like, what happens if I did have COVID without realizing it and I went to the research center and I'm literally living at school right now? And I mean, it would make a lot of sense for them to tell me like, hey, you should know you have COVID. But I highly doubt that I do have COVID because I haven't had any symptoms and I've been being as careful as I possibly can in a university setting. But so they send that to some lab and I got the actual vaccine. They put it in your arm, and this entire study is in a observer blind study, so neither myself nor the person that is conducting the study will know if I got the actual vaccine or the placebo. The placebo is just a saline solution, so it's the same thing that you would get like when you get an IV at the hospital. And then the vaccine itself, it doesn't contain the part of the virus that can make you sick. It just contains its DNA components surrounded by lipids. So it's not gonna make you sick. It can't give you the coronavirus. And then afterwards, after I got the vaccine, they made me sit in the lobby for a half hour to make sure I didn't have any allergic reaction to it. And if I was going to get any kind of anaphylactic or serious allergic reaction, it was going to be within the first 30 minutes of that. And they also gave me access to this app where I'm going to record how I'm feeling and stuff. If I have any symptoms of COVID, they gave me a home swab test. So I'm supposed to call the center and speak to the doctor, and he will tell me if I need to take the home COVID test or not. I'm hoping it doesn't come down to that, because obviously I don't want COVID and I really don't want to shove anything up my nose. I would probably have to make my roommate do that for me, because there's no way I would willingly do that to myself. My mask is coming off here. I'm actually sitting in the one of the resident apartment hallway, because I'm in the process of doing laundry right now, and I didn't have, I really needed to do laundry. So the reason I decided to do this vaccine study was because I felt so helpless with all of this, with the whole COVID situation. And I know that there's really not a lot that I could do to help. I can't make the virus go away. And I want to protect my friends and family to the best of my ability. And I came across this specific vaccine study on Facebook. And I clicked on it. And I really didn't think I was going to hear back, because there's thousands of people signing up for these. I actually heard back within, I think it was a day. and set up an appointment. I set up an appointment back in June, so I've been actually waiting like quite a while for this. This was kind of a way for me to like take back my power, and also make me feel like I'm doing something to help the coronavirus situation and to help improve it, and to help get out the vaccine faster, safely. Not, I don't want it like just out. I want it out safely. And I don't want to just say I sat back and did nothing. I want to be able to say that I did something, that I tried to help, that I did my best to help. And this was the only way that I could think that could actually make me feel like I did something to help this whole situation, besides, like just wearing the mask and social distancing and all that stuff. So that's why I decided to do it. I have not had any side effects other than like a little bit of pain in my arm like after I got it, but that's pretty standard with any vaccine, and a little discomfort in the area that I got the antibody test, because it is a blood test, but again, they stuck a needle in there, so it's kind of expected that I'll have some kind of, discomfort. Otherwise, I feel completely fine. And yeah, I have to log into the app at certain times in order to track whatever it wants me to track, like track my symptoms, how I'm feeling, if I have any COVID symptoms, all those wonderful things. Overall, though, this study, like, it was really well conducted. The people doing the study were very professional, and like they weren't like too professional though, like to the point where like you feel like, like nervous around them. They were very personable, and I feel really good about being a participant in this study. And I have another appointment in a month. I don't remember the exact date. I'd have to check. So I'll be making the 1.5-hour trip down there again. But that's okay, because I got pizza on the way home, and New Jersey has the best pizza, besides New York. New Jersey's a close second. New York has better pizza, but New Jersey's is up there. So yeah, I just wanted to make this little blog about this experience, and I will probably be doing more vlogs down the line if anything more spectacular happens with this. But I just felt like it was a good idea to vlog about this and kind of get have people get the feeling of what actually happens during a vaccine study or a vaccine trial. They're the same thing. And maybe ease some people's fears about this, because I know there are some like crazy conspiracy theories about all this, like that Bill Gates is putting chips into vaccines and all that jazz. But I thought maybe this would be helpful to people. So yeah, thank you for watching my vlog. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. This is also going to be uploaded to Facebook as well as my YouTube. Oh, and I should also mention that this was a stage 3 trial, so that's the last stage before they can release the vaccine safely. Yep. All right, well, thank you for watching.